So a lot of people complain that they wanted me to post videos on TikTok. Now, that's not going to happen because TikTok has a limit to what I can post. The fact that people come here on YouTube to watch these videos already tells me that these are the people that are actually committed to growth. These are the people that actually want change. These are the people that will see this challenge through because they actually have a good heart and they want to change. You see, if you're looking for shortcuts, you're not ready. Everything that lasts in life requires time and attention. I really want to shout you guys because this is day 2 of 20 days of calm with Tiffany. Guys, this is the second day. I'm so excited. I can have no idea. And I'm really happy that you're watching me again right now. It tells me that when you commit to doing something, you see it through. And that is already a characteristics of a champion, of someone who wants to grow, as someone who is not only curious but you're also very serious. And I say congratulations again for being here for day 2 of 20 days of calm with Tiffany. And if for adventure you lost your calm yesterday, even though we said we're not going to lose our calm for 20 days, it's okay. One of the beautiful things about human beings, about us as human beings, is that we should always have compassion for ourselves when we falter. There is no single person who is perfect, which means that when what we do after we falter is really what counts. So, like I said, congratulations and welcome to 20 Days of Calm with Tiffany, day 2. Let's go. Welcome back. So by now you should already know or be getting into the flow of how we do things, which is the first 30 seconds will bring awareness to ourselves, to our breath by practicing breathing sessions for just 30 seconds. This is so that you can be ready to learn everything that is to learn today, bringing awareness to your body, to your breathing, to your heart, and just, be aware of your environment and be aware. Just this is actually to help you listen more to what I have to teach you today. So let's go. Close your eyes, taking a deep breath. Hold for 3 seconds and breathe out. You breathe out from your mouth, but inhale through your nose. In and out. In. Hold for 3 seconds and out. So now let's get into today's teaching. So if you sent me a message, just wait to the end of the class and then we'll address it. But today's topic is very particular and it's more about knowing who you are. Now, this is why it is important for you to really and truly know yourself. If you don't understand who you are, people will tell you who they want you to be. And a lot of times when we get angry, it's because we lose touch with ourselves. Because when we truly know ourselves, we will understand our triggers. You will know when you're about to start getting angry. You will know when that person says something and immediately you will know how you feel. Say, based on how Tiffany is, this is the one thing that people say that gets me really offended. This is the one thing that people do to me that makes me go, and makes me lose myself. And then I go into a state of rage. So it is very important for us to really, truly know who we are. And a lot of times, like, who am I? I know me now. But all this who you are, I don't really understand it now. Calm down. You remember we just took a deep breath. So calm down and listen to everything I have to say with intention. Let's be honest with ourselves. It feels good to be liked. It feels good to be respected. It feels good to for people to not take advantage of us. It feels really good. But why do we try so hard to then focus on people's respect rather than how we feel about ourselves? Because you need to first master you before you can deal with what somebody else did or said to you. Who are you? What makes you unique? What value have you placed on yourself as a human being? How wonderful do you think you are? Because a lot of times we don't even realize how wonderful we are. So we seek for validation outside. And when we don't get it, it offends us. So firstly, You right now watching me, you are my focus, not anybody else, not what they did to you, not what they said to you, not how your boyfriend is treating you, not how your husband is treating you, not how your friend is treating you. You are my focus. Because when you take care of what is going on internally, the external factor is easy to deal with. Did you hear what I just said? When you deal with what is going on internally, the external factor will align and fall into place. How much respect do you have for yourself? How much value do you place on yourself before you expect people outside to place value on you? How do you communicate? How do you relate with people? How do you carry yourself? Now, what you also need to realize is that a lot of times, people cannot treat you better than they treat themselves. Even if they pretend to treat you better than they treat themselves in the beginning, over time it will fade off. So a lot of times, when someone I don't really know or I don't really, move with disrespect me, what I tell myself is it's not about me, it's about them. It's about the value they've placed on themselves. That's why they feel it's okay to talk to me like this. It's about the value they've placed on themselves. That's why they feel it's okay to carry me this way. They can't carry me better than they carry themselves. It is a reflection of who they are. And right now, it brings me back to what I said about self-respect. When you respect yourself, there are things you won't say to other people because you won't say it to yourself. When you carry yourself with respect, you will also feel the need to carry other people with respect, except you are a selfish person. And selfishness also means that you are selfish with yourself. So this thing is always a reflection of who you are, which brings me back to the first question. Who are you? What makes you different from anybody else watching me right now? What are the qualities you have that nobody else has? Now, let me tell you the beauty of this class. You're not just going to be learning about anger management. You because everything is all encompassing. When you understand how to properly manage all of the emotions that God has placed in you, you will come out looking like an excellent human being. People will ask you, you have changed. What's going on? It's because the change has started inside. Do you understand me? When the change starts inside, people will see it outside. Don't rush it. A lot of you come from different backgrounds and you have been through a lot of trauma. A lot of you have gone through a lot. Some things have changed you and have made you become this person that you are. A lot of you were used to be very calm, but when you got married and started mixing with another person, you became this person. You became this person that you can't even recognize. Now you're always getting angry. Now you're always getting offended. Now the economy also is also not really helping. For those who are living in Nigeria, there's also the government effect. There is heat. There's a lot of factors. I understand. But when you understand yourself, you will know that this heat is starting to affect the way I react. I better keep quiet now. If you're still watching me, please say yay, I'm here. Please say yay, I'm here. If you're still in this session right now, say yay, I am here. Now, another thing is, how much time do you spend on your phone scrolling? Now, a lot of you feel attacked. I'm not here to attack you. I'm here to help. But let me tell you something. When you're always on your phone scrolling, I know you want to get the hit of that dopamine. And dopamine is the hormone responsible for happiness, feel good hormone. But let me tell you a secret that you don't know. When you're scrolling, you get overstimulated. When you scroll on your phone for like 2 hours, maybe you're on TikTok or Instagram or wherever, and you're scrolling, you get overstimulated. And so you can sometimes lose awareness of who you are because your attention is somewhere else entirely. So it's easy for somebody to quickly upset you because you're not fully aware of your surroundings. So that brings me to today's assessment. I want you to drop your phone for 30 minutes. Just drop your phone. Get a pen and a paper and write down the things you felt when you didn't have your phone. Just write it down. Please. I want you to, when you write it down, share it with me in my DM on Instagram to get a faster response. Please send it to my Instagram. Write down the things you felt when you were not with your phone. Get a pen and a paper. Remember when we started this class, we said we're going to have a book and a pen ready. So write down what you felt. Write it down and share it with me. The thing about this assessment is there is clarity in silence. I want you to write down, what emotion did I feel when I didn't have my phone, how did I feel? If you feel anxious, write anxiety. If you feel bored, write bored. Just write what you felt when you didn't have your phone. And I will guide you on how to proceed, or I'll talk about it in tomorrow's class. For those that sent messages to my DM on Instagram, I remember one person told me when I wrote down a scenario of when I got upset, I felt disrespected. I felt taken advantage of. She told me a couple of things that she felt. I'm going to be replying you personally today. So you will get my, if you're watching this video, you will get my response today unfailingly. And for today's assessment, please also send me a message on Instagram. I need you to be dedicated to this, because are you not tired of people labeling you as the person with the anger issues? Now so she be oh, now so she dey always vex. Are you not tired? And I know you're tired, that's why you're watching me right now. So let's do today's assessment, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to be sharing a very powerful topic, and it's, now let's take our affirmation. Put your hand on your chest and say after me: I respect myself even when others don't. I do not need to be liked to be valuable. I own my emotions, they don't own me. My emotions are data, not directives. Thank you for joining me on day 2 of 20 Days of Calm with Tiffany, and I am looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Don't forget, new episode drop on my YouTube channel every day for 20 days. This is already day 2, so let's keep growing and learning together. Bye.